Hi, welcome back to my blessed channel, and may you be blessed. Okay, this is the place where we explore the fascinating world of Fintoch and all things related to Fintoch. Okay, so today I'm diving into the concept of centralized finance. So let's get started. Centralized finance, also known as CeFi, is the traditional financial system that most of us are very familiar with. Okay, it revolves around financial institutions like banks, brokerages, and insurance companies, for example, which act as intermediaries in financial transactions. In CeFi, these institutions hold the central role of controlling the flow of funds, and also they control the execution of transactions and safeguard users' assets. They also establish the rules, regulations, terms and conditions, and policies that govern the financial ecosystem. To access CeFi services, individuals typically need to fulfill certain stringent, may I add, requirements. And these may include providing personal information such as identification and opening identification documents or passport details, email, telephone number, fingerprinting, whatever, in opening up of bank accounts, etc. So once these prerequisites are being fulfilled, then users can avail themselves to various financial services that are being provided by these institutions. Centralized systems often offer certain advantages. They provide familiarity, stability, and a dedicated customer support system. Individuals can rely on the experience and expertise of these institutions to manage their financial needs. Additionally, CeFi often offers physical branches, making it easier for users to access services in person. Yeah, having the brick and mortar branches, sometimes there are definitely some benefits to it, right? Sometimes we prefer to talk to a human, to see them face to face. However, CeFi does have some limitations. Transactions conducted through centralized systems can be subject to high fees, lengthy processing times, potential vulnerabilities to cyber attacks, and moreover, the decision-making power lies with the centralized authority, which means that innovation and changes to the system may take longer to implement. Despite these limitations, centralized finance continues to play a crucial role in the global financial landscape. It has been the bedrock of financial operations for centuries, offering stability, security, and an established framework for individuals and businesses. Okay, so generally, I think we are more familiar with centralized finance than decentralized finance, right? Now, for Fintoch, it does not operate on a centralized financial system basis. It operates on the DeFi space, which is the decentralized finance space. But for us to arrive at a better understanding of what DeFi is, I feel like it is important for us to first understand centralized finance, which is CeFi, which is what this video is about. All right, and then we can compare and contrast against both of the systems to understand them better and to understand why the DeFi space of Fintoch has its many merits. Okay, for example, recent times we've seen a lot of turbulence in the banking finance sector, and such as like SVB, Silicon Valley Bank collapse, and some other few banks recently also coming into all these danger zones. And also the centralized exchanges like FTX, I think last year, also collapsed, and these are actually centralized financial systems, all right, where it is governed by people, or a board of people, or a group of people, or one central figure, or a central body. Okay, and it definitely has also its dangers when it is centralized finance, as we can see apparent already for many cases that have already happened. And many times we think that we trust the banks, and we think that when we put our deposits with the bank, that when we come back to retrieve our money, that it will definitely be there. But time and time again we have seen that it is not the case, right? And when we deposit our funds, literally we hand the control of our money over to the banks, and they will take our money to utilize it to generate interest and profits themselves, to get gains, in order to sustain all the high fixed costs like the brick and mortar, the rental, the sleek furniture, or the posh multi-million painting that hangs on the wall, and of course not to mention the many staff and employees and high management that banks have to support, fixed costs every month, so, and huge bonuses for the CEOs and management teams, the board of directors, etc. You get my drift, right? Well, so I hope that this video offers you a better information, a better understanding of what CeFi is, or centralized finance is. And stay tuned, because soon I'm going to do a video on DeFi, which is decentralized finance, which is the ecosystem that Fintoch operates within. Alright, so I hope that you have gained some benefits from this. I hope you've been blessed. If so, please send me a like for this video and do subscribe to this channel. Alright, take care and God bless you.